श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि Acharyan Anugraham. Yesterday we completed the Nyaasa Dasakam, 10 slokas. From today onwards, for the rest of Dhanur Masam, we will take up Nyaasa Vimshati. Nyasam, which is a shorter form of Bharanyasam, and the synonyms are Atmanikshepam or Sharanagati, Atma Samarpanam, Prapatti. So they are all equivalent. Swami Dasakam was an outstanding Acharya Sarvabhauman and one of the many outstanding contributions, excellent contributions of Swami to our Sampradayam, to Sanatana Dharmam is the crystal clear, unambiguous establishment and reinforcing the pramanam, the authoritative scriptures on the doctrine of Sharanagati, Prapatti or Bharanyasam. The credit of explaining and reaffirming and consolidating and compiling with simple slokams, prabandhams in Tamil, in Manipravalam, in Sanskritam, this particular concept of Sharanagati goes to Swami Dasakam, the credit. He is one of the greatest successors of Bhagavad Ramanujaya. Sharanagati or Prapatti Bharanyasam was being observed as a direct means to moksha, even much before Sri Ramanujaya. Sri Ramanujaya has given a reorientation to it in his Gadyatrayam, Sharanagati Gadyam, Sri Ranga Gadyam, Vaikunta Gadyam. In fact, the Jitante Stotram, which is much thousands of years ago by Sanaka, Sanat Kumara, Sanat Sujatar, they had blessed us with the Jitante Stotram, where it is mentioned that Prapatti is a direct and sufficient means to moksha. Prapatti is, Sharanagati is essential for all sadhanas, all upaya, all means. Any spiritual progress path will not be possible without Sharanagati, without Prapatti, without Bharanyasa. For the commencement of Bhakti Yogam also and for the completion of it, Prapatti is absolutely essential. It is a valid and direct means to moksha. Also direct. It is the grace, it is the daya, it is the parama kripai, karunyam, mercy of our Supreme Lord Sriyapati Sriman Narayana, who grants the palam of any upaya. And Prapatti is inevitable, Sharanagati, for awakening, for pleasing and obtaining the grace of the Lord. Ahamtva sarva papebhya mokshayishyami, he mentions in Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, 66th sloka. So, a mumukshu, an aspirant for moksha, who also gains this grace only through Prapatti. In fact, anybody who is desirous of anything, through the grace of the Lord, he gets. And through performance of Prapatti, they get. But the ultimate purpose, object of life through divine grace, awakened by moksham, awakened by Sharanagati, Prapatti, directly to attain moksha. According to Bhagavad Ramanuja, both Bhakti Yogam and Prapatti are valid means for moksha. The pramanam for the same are innumerable. There is a sloka which says Bhaktya paramaya vapi prapatya va mahamate prapyoham nanyatah prapya mama kaikarya lipshubhi. Bhagavad Ramanuja has expounded in Bhagavad Gita Bhashyam about Bhakti Yoga. Gita Bhashyam, Sri Bhashyam, Vedartha Sangraham. Through Bhakti Yogam, he has mentioned explanation of Bhakti Yogam in these. And Prapatti, performance, is done, performed by Bhagavad Ramanuja in his Gadyam. He has emphasized that Bhakti Yogam also cannot be actualized without Prapatti. Sri Ramanuja has kind of conceptualized, synthesized, organized the philosophy of sadhana in the light of the scriptures, in the light of Upanishads, Vedanta, the priceless traditions of our Sanatana Dharma, and also based on the wonderful, amazing, bhakti-laden Anubhavam of Mayarvara Madinalam Arulapetra, God-intoxicated Alvars. A number of Acharyas that followed post-Ramanuja period has dealt with this Prapatti differently. And there was a need to examine them, consolidate them in a systematized manner. And it was accomplished by our Acharya Sarvabhauman Sri Vedanta Desika in his magnum opus, the excellent and most brilliant work of Srimad Rahasyatraya Saram, written in Manipravalam, Tamil and Sanskritam together. Swami Desikan's Rahasyatraya Saram has stood as an authority on the Sharanagati Tattva, on the doctrine of Sharanagati. Swami Desikan deals exclusively with Prapatti, Sharanagati in a number of his stotrams, such as Nyaasa Dasakam, Nyaasa Vimshati, Nyaasa Tilakam, Sharanagati Deepika, Adaikalapatte, Nikshepa Raksha, which is a Chillare Ragasyam. And in fact, this Nyaasa Vimshati, after enjoying Nyaasa Dasakam, let's get into Nyaasa Vimshati. It has the distinction of being blessed with Swami Desikan's own Vyakhyanam for Nyaasa Vimshati. Whereas his son, Kumara Varadachar, wrote a commentary on Nyaasa Tilakam, which is a 32 slokas on Nyaasa, on Bharanyasa. And this Nyaasa Vimshati is so beautiful, and it is a continuation of the topic on Sharanagati. There are 20 slokams. Vimshati means 20 on Nyasa, Bharanyasa. And the final 2 slokas which deal with Falasruti, the fruit of recitation of this. And that's why it's called Nyaasa Vimshati. And out of the 28 stotras in Sanskrit, Nyaasa Vimshati is the only one for which Swami has given his commentary. So, Nyaasa Vimshati, that's what we are enjoying. There are Vyakhyanams written by Sri Rama Desikacharya for all Desika Stotrams and Childre Ragasyams and Rahasyatraya Saram. He has written a simple, lucid commentary in Tamil on Vedanta Desika's works. Also on Desika Prabandhams, Tamil Prabandham. And there is a book which I was mentioning in Nyaasa Dasakam. There is a book called Nyaasa Trayi, Nyaasa Dasakam, Nyaasa Vimshati, Nyaasa Tilakam, compiled by Dr. V. and Vedanta Desikan. Swami, as per the instruction or Acharya Ajna of Srimathe Paravakottai Andavan, Sri Poundrivaram Andavan Ashram. And this also constitutes Sakala Veda Vedanta Darshi Sri Srinivasacharya Swami Vyakhyanam in Sanskrit, as well as Sri Venkata Ramacharya Swami, and Swami Dr. V. and Vedanta Desikan has written a simple explanation in Tamil as well as in English, a beautiful summary of these slokams. And this, so Adiyen is going to just reproduce like a parrot, just copy paste Swami these Acharya's commentaries and Dr. V. and Vedanta Desikan's works on Nyaasa Vimshati. This Nyaasa Vimshati, which we mentioned that there are 20 slokams plus the Palasruti. Nyaasa Vimshati is a beautiful, beautiful work which consists of, first it talks about Acharya Lakshana, the first slokam, first 2 slokams. The qualifications or the prerequisites for becoming a Sadacharya. The attributes of an Acharya, Sadacharya in our Sampradaya. Then he follows the Sishya Lakshana. What are the qualities of a Sishya? How one should behave for becoming a Sishya. Then Acharyans Maha Upakaram. The Upakaram, the support, help, the blessing by Acharyas. Then how Acharyan teaches the Shishya about the daily observances, rituals, the code of conduct of a Shishyan as a daily contact. What is the then fitness for Bhakti and Prapatti? What is the qualification? How do we find ourselves qualified for Bhakti and Prapatti? The Vaibhavam of Prapatti then. And there are many objections raised for different angams of Prapatti. Anukulya Sankalpam, Pratikulya Varjanam, Goptrutva Varnam, the Prarthana, Mahavishwasam, the unconditional, unflinching faith, the Karpanyam, the utter helplessness. All these things, there are objections, there are questions, frequently asked questions, the doubts raised in people, even contemporaries of Vedanta Desika. And Swami establishes the samadhana, the answers, the clarification with pramanams, with authoritative scriptures on all these questions. The kinds of upayams for moksha palan. So the first two slokams of 22 focus on Acharya Lakshanam, while the third slokam deals with Shishya Lakshanam. The 17 remaining slokams cover the Prapatti, Sharanagati, its 5 angams, the doubts about these angams, and the answers, clarification for those doubts. It looks like the Nyaasa Vimshati is nothing but the summary of the Srimad Rahasya Trayasaram itself. So let us enjoy Swami Desikan's Nyaasa Vimshati and with trepidations, and by praying to Acharya's lotus feet, Adiyen seeks Acharya's blessings and grace to complete this yajnam during this Dhanur Masam, Nyaasa Dasakam and Nyaasa Vimshati. Adiyen prays to and thanks each one of you for your overwhelming encouragement and motivation in spite of Adiyen's simple reproduction, even though with a lot of lack of proficiency in Tamil, Sanskrit as well as in English. Adiyen. The first slokam. Siddham Sat Sampradaye Stiradhiyam Anagam Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam Satvastam Satyavacham Samayaniyataya Sadhuvritya Sametam Dhamba Suyadimuktam Jita Vishayiganam Dirghabandhum Dayalum Skalitye Shasitaram Swaparahitaparam Deshikam Bhushnuripset. This talks about Acharya's attributes, qualification. A great guru should be sought after by a person, a disciple, immersed in samsaric affliction. And the Shishya should be afraid of this transitory life, the fleeting life, the sorrows, the grief, the dukkhams due to internal and external factors, adhyatmikam, soul dependent, adi bhaudikam, external world dependent, adi daivikam, pertaining to the Bhagavat Nigraham, pertaining to the Lord. Guru will teach and initiate the disciple, the Shishya, with the necessary mantrams and impart jnanam to the Shishya. The Guru is the dispeller of all ignorance, darkness. Guru, the one who removes darkness. He is verily the Brahman, the Lord Himself. He is the highest of the highs. He is the highest desire. He is the Supreme Lord Himself, Bhagavan. He is the ultimate wealth. He is the jnanam. He is the knowledge. He is our treasure. Guru Himself is the upaya, the means. Guru Himself is the goal. He needs to be worshipped at all times, under all circumstances. His name should always be uttered by the disciple at all times. Gurureva para Brahma, Gurureva param dhanam, Gurureva para vidya, Gurureva parayana, Gurureva para kamaha, Gurureva para gati. Tasmat sadupadesh tasau Tasmat Gurutamo Guruhu. Prapanna Parijatam, chapter 4 by Nadaduramal. Prapanna Parijatam refers to this. So, Guru is essential. Sri Shetlur Srinivasa Srivatsankachar Swami mentions, it quotes Taitriya Aranyaka Mantram in the context of the ills, the problems, the hurdles that come the way for one who abandons his Acharya. Those who abandon their Acharyan, who performed Sadhu Upadesham for them about Veda Vedantam, about the mantrams, will not be blessed with jnanam or skills in future births as well. Whatever he had heard or she had heard will also become fruitless and incorrect. They will be deluded. So the importance of Acharya Bhakti, the Lord does not accept one without Acharya Sambandham. This is one of the cardinal principles, doctrine, tattvam of our Siddhanta. The Upanishads through their Upadesam, Acharya Devo Bhava, Matri Devo Bhava, Pitri Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Taittiriya Upanishad says. It emphasizes the importance of an Acharya. Acharyadiga Devatam Samadikam Anyamna Manyamahe, Swami Desikan says. Here on this earth, we do not consider any god equal to or superior to my Acharya. Devamiva Acharyam Upasita, Apastamba Rishi mentions. Worship the Acharyan as the Lord himself. And in view of the great importance of Acharya Bhakti, many Purvacharyas, Nanjiyar, Nampillai, Periyavachan Pillai, Azhagya Manavala Perumal Nayana, Swami Desikan, they all glorify Madhurakavi Alvar's Acharya Bhakti. And there are superb Vyakhyanams on Madhurakavi Alvar's Kanninu Chirittabha. So, let's enjoy this wonderful slokam. Siddham Sat Sampradaya Sthira Dhiyam Anagam Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam Satvastam Satyavacham Samaya Niyataya Sadhu Vritya Sametam Damba Asuyadi Muktam Jita Vishayi Ghanam Dirgha Bandhum Dayalum Skalitye Shasitaram Swaparahita Param Deshikam Bushnuripse. The 14 gunams that an ideal Acharyan must have to help the Sishyas interested to learn about Prapatti and to observe it. These gunams are essential for a Sadacharya and are stressed by Vedanta, Smriti, as necessities, prerequisites for a Sadacharyan to possess. The Sishyas who are eager, who are inquisitive, who want to learn for a clear understanding, for clear knowledge, jnanam of the aspects of Sharanagati, Prapatti, and the Rahasyatraya Mantram and its Anushtanam should seek such a qualified Sadacharyan for fruitful Prapatti, for success in their effort. The Sishyan desirous of gaining jnanam about Prapatti should seek the Sadacharyan. So, Sat Sampradaya Siddham. Such a Shrestha Sadacharyan would have the following 14 auspicious attributes, gunam. Sat Sampradaya Siddham. He must be firmly established in the Sat Sampradaya, in the most beautiful esoteric Sat Sampradaya, our Sampradaya, that descended hierarchically from Perumal to Pirati, Vishwaksenar, Swami Nammalvar, Sriman Nathamani, Swami Yamunacharya, Piriyanambi, Acharya Ramanuja, Madapalli Achan. So, that Lakshminatha Samarambam, Natayamana Madhyamam, Asmad Acharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. That Avichinna Paramparai, uninterrupted Paramparai. Not like the self-styled gurus who are just, they declare themselves as the guru. They do not have Acharya, self-made. Our Acharyas have got lineage right up to Sriman Narayana. Sthira Dhiyam, he should be of firm mind, even when Kudrishtis and Kumatis try to agitate or argue with him, with their Kuyuktivadams, debates based on illogical reasoning, deceitful reasoning. Sthira Dhiyam, firm mind. Anagam, The Acharyan should be free from any kind of papams, blemishes, anagam. He should never ever swerve away from Bhagavad Shastras. Akritya Karanadi Rupa Papa Rahitan. He should thus be free of papams. Anagan, Aga Rahitan, Anagan. Shrotriyam. He should be fully conversant with Vedams, Vedantams through knowledge of Sribhashya. Swami Desikan describes such an Acharyan as Shruta Vedantam. Brahmanishtam. It's not enough to be knowledgeable about the Veda Vedantam. A Sadacharyan should have, in addition, Asanchala Bhagavad Bhakti. He should have firm, blemishless Bhakti for Srinivasa Rupa Brahman. Akila Bhuvana Janma Stema Bangadi Lile Vinata Vivita Bhutam Vrata Rakshaika Dikshe Shruti Sirasi Vidipte Brahmani Srinivasa Pavatu Pavaparasmin Semushi Bhakti Rupa. Bhagavat Ramanuja in his Mangala Slokam of Sri Bhashyam, he says Brahmani Srinivasa. Brahman is Srinivasa. On him Asanchala Bhagavad Bhakti. Sattvastam. The Acharyan should have dominance of Sattva Gunam among his Atma Gunam. He should be Sattva Guna Nishtar. Satya Vacham. He should be truthful always. And stay away from deceitful speech to please the Sishyas. He should be a master at Satya Vak, which is comforting to the Jivatmas, comforting to the Sishyas. Samaya Niyataya Sadhu Vritya Sametam. He should be adhering to the Anushtanams. Jnana Vairagya Bhushanam. Anushtanams. Anushtanams defined by Shastrottamas, by Vedantins, by the Purvacharyas, that are appropriate for the different occasions. He should be following the Anushtanam. For instance, Sadacharyan should perform the Anushtanams prescribed by Panchakala Prakriya Vidhanam. Abhigamanam, Upadanam, Yijyai, Swadhyayam, Yogam. The five periods in a day. Abhigamanam, waking up. Upadanam, after Abhigamana Aradhanam, between Yijyai, that period. Swadhyayam, after midday Aradhanam. Swadhyayam, and Yogam, at the time of going to bed. 5 different times of the day: early morning, forenoon, noon, afternoon, and late evening. Damba Asuyadi Muktam. He should not have egotism, blowing his own trumpet, or jealousy, other inauspicious guna. Jita Vishayi Ganam. He will not have interest and Shastra Nishiddha Vishayam. He will not have pravritti in Shastra Nishiddha Vishayam. The acts that are prohibited, forbidden by Bhagavad Shastram. He will have full control on his indriyams, karma and jnanendriyam. He will have indriya nigraham. Of course, the Shishya also should have, we will come to it later, how much we fall short or completely fall short of the Shishya Gunam. Dirgha Bandhu. He should be an all friend and guide for those who seek his Rakshana. Dirgha Bandhu. He would be looking after the welfare of the Shishyas, his children, his great children, grandchildren, his great grandchildren, who have sought refuge at his Acharya's feet, both here as well as hereafter. He should be both a Marga Bandhu in this world and Dirgha Bandhu up to the Sadgati, and even in Sri Vaikuntham we go and look for our Acharyan, as our Pragritam Acharyan, and we will look for him and go with his group, it seems, in Sri Vaikuntham, and then enjoy with the Acharya Sambandham to Perumal. Dayalu. He should be most compassionate, Paramadaya, Paramakripai, and his kindness and daya and mercy, kripai and Sishyas is spontaneous, nirhetukam. I remember Srimat Paravakotte Andavan, Periya Paravakotte Andavan, when Adiyen is on vacation to Srirangam, when I enter into the ashram, his room, he would just look up And immediately, spontaneously, he will say, "Va, Kanna, எப்போ வந்த உட்கார், அவசரமாக போனோமா இருக்கலாமா உட்கார்." Full of vatsalyam, Parabadayalu he was. Skalitya Shasitaram. Whenever his Sishyas commit trespasses against Bhagavad Sastrams, the Sadacharyan corrects Tritti Panigolan, corrects his Shishyan from those harmful, wrong ways that would distract us from the path of Sanatana Dharma, and recommends appropriate prayaschittams to eliminate those papams. Swaparahitaparam. He will determine what is mutually good for him and a Sishyan and act accordingly. He might follow 100% strict observances as per Shastras, but he takes pity on us and he says, "You do that, you can do this." He would qualify little bit a rider and be flexible to still follow the Shastrams with little bit of flexibility here and there. Swami Desikan instructs the one who seeks Sadgati, Bhushnuhu, should seek a Sadacharyan having those 14 auspicious gudams. We will enjoy the remaining slokas in the following days. Adiyen, Acharyan Thiruvadigale Sharanam, Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline, Srimathe Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha, Dhanyosmi.